I am back out at the farm today, and I'm going to share some information that I've been waiting to learn and kind of my journey. But Henry has been diagnosed with Cushing's. I just got off the phone with our vet from Mid-State Equine. She's amazing, Dr. Kimbrell, and was going over everything. So when I first adopted Henry, he had a lot of hoof issues. So he had an abscess on his foot. What he hasn't ever been able, they said, to hold shoes, and his hoof wall was just broken, thrush. So we didn't know if it was potentially Cushing's or because now I'm learning, new horse owner, that signs of Cushing's usually start with them foundering in their feet, and he has foundered in his front too. So I have been spending the past year and a half wondering if he has it. And here's what I have learned about the diagnosis and a little bit about our journey. So I knew nothing about Cushing's, but as soon as I brought up when I was adopting Henry and sponsoring him before I made him my own, I have amazing, amazing clients that would say, listen, I had a thoroughbred when they had problems with their feet. It ended up being Cushing's. And I was like, okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I never dismissed what they were saying, but I wanted to learn it on my own for my own personal journey. I didn't want to box him into a diagnosis until I really understood and knew and got to know him and was able to properly take care of him. So immediately when I found out that he had hoof issues, when I brought him to the farm, he started seeing Dr. Radkin, who she's a podiatrist, a veterinarian podiatrist, and she's incredible. So in the 2 years now that Henry's been mine, she's been able to maintain shoes on his front two hoofs. They have pads, and he does really well with them. For a bit, because his hoof wall was so cracked and broken, he would throw the shoes, but we have been doing really good. And he does wear bell boots over his hoofs, which I'll show you, to make sure that his pasture mate doesn't step on them, or he could try to keep the shoes on longer. So Henry sees Dr. Radkin every 6 weeks, and just taking care of his feet. I use Thrush Buster because sometimes he'll get thrush, and I'm learning that poor hoof care, or poor having a horse with poor hoofs really is a sign of Cushing's, as well as him shedding his coat properly. So over the past, I want to say maybe early fall, I started noticing some changes in Henry. Even like maybe a little bit of a sway in his back. And it made me started really questioning if he has Cushing's. When I first arrived here and started using Dr. Kimball, as soon as Dr. Kimball met Henry, she was like, I'm sure he has Cushing's. And again, we had to wait till a certain time period to get him tested. So now I'm understanding that when we tested him in the fall, it came back gray. We did a blood work test. And then we just retested him in the spring. Or right before the spring. And so we gave him got his baseline number, which was 21. And then they put a stimulant into him and wait 10 minutes and then retest. And anything under 100 means no Cushing's. 1 to 200 means gray. And then Henry's at 280. So he definitely has been diagnosed with Cushing's. He's going to start his medication. And I have to now pay attention to his pasture, how much grass he eats, because sugar affects it. So he is on senior feed, low sugar. He is on 2 hoof supplements, which I will go a little bit more into. But now I think my journey from here moving forward is going to be more about making sure Henry, who's going to be 22 in April, can live out his best years, and we can control the Cushing's and help him and help me help him to live out his best life. I'm about to go ride him, so I will show you his bell boots and a little bit of his pictures of his shoes. And I do have some videos of Dr. Radkin when she comes here, what she does with Henry. So it's kind of a bittersweet day. Knew it was coming, but I just love this boy so much. And so we're going to be on this journey together.